What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Totally Inappropriate Sports. I'm your host, Cheeseman, joined along with, as always, by
Voice of Generations, Mark Wahlberg.
Crocodile?
And Maddie Icing.
fucking Hulu sucks. Can't get the fucking Monday night game again. It's bullshit.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Alright, well. No Monday night football on my end. Whatever. Not even any fucking exhibition hockey, but that's because the season starts tomorrow. Yeah. We're back to NHL this week. Which I know I said, thanks, Scott. Said already best show ever. I know last week I said maybe we'll do a draft with the NHL teams, but then I was like, man, that shit runs all week long instead of just one day a week for the most part. So we can still do it, but we're just gonna do a couple teams. We ain't fucking drafting the entire fucking league. But we'll get to that later. We'll start off as always with our picks. Anybody have anything exciting for the weekend or a week that happened? No? Same shit?
Always.
Yeah, nothing new.
Smark's doing lunges while doing the show tonight.
That's
Staying
right.
active. Getting those steps in.
That's it.
Because he's so happy about last week, he's just marching in place to the beat of his own drum.
I was so very excited at the idea that Washington was going to just fucking light them up. They were going to win by like 40 points. We were finally going to get rid of Eberflus and Getsy, and then lo and behold, Dick Butkus dies like 20 minutes before the game, and it's like, oh no. I know what's going to happen here. And sure enough, they finally won a game.
I've seen this goddamn movie before. Son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. If he could have held on for 5 more hours, everything would have been much different and potentially better.
The funny thing is that had slipped my mind because it was Thursday. It's already gone for me. But I meant on a real note. Smark's celebrating because this motherfucker won the week this week at 8-2. Of course, he has to share that title with me because I also went 8-2. But I was in last place, so it doesn't mean as much. Smark's just better than Phil. Matt, only one game behind us this week at 7-3. Luke brings up the rear at 6-4. We were all over 500 this week. We did good, finally. It's our best week. We look credible for the first time this year. Let's see if we can keep it together. Overall, Matt's still in the lead at 30-21. Smark in second at 29-22. And me and Luke are tied at 26-25. I'm not going to really make much note about last week. A few games. Buffalo choked against Jacksonville. Jacksonville was playing at home.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta was favored by 2.5. They only won by 2. We all had Houston, so that was a big fucking plus to us. We were all half a point away from losing. I was the only one that picked Carolina to cover the 8.5 against Detroit. That didn't fucking work out. Matt, any sideline reports from Sunday?
You know, it was kind of boring. Not going to lie. After your team's up by a lot, you just kind of feel like, oh, this isn't fun anymore. Oh, but Aiden Hudson, he's pretty good.
Yeah, I already got another sack.
And
Then,
Devin Booker, he wants to be a Piston so bad.
that's a guy I'm looking forward to going up against for the next fucking decade.
Which one, Aiden Hutchinson or Devin Booker?
Not Devin Booker.
So, is there any is that for real, Matt? Or are you just throwing shit out there just because you love the Pistons?
Well, he was at he went to the game because he played the Pistons that day, and he was wearing a Cabrera jersey, and then the Tigers hat. Talked to everybody on the Lions side, tried to stay as long as he could, and then went to the Pistons game, played, then went back in the locker room, changed back into all his Detroit gear. All that man ever wears is Detroit sports, besides Pistons.
Oh, it'd be nice if the Pistons got him. Although it would suck for him because even with him, this team wouldn't do shit.
And Chiefs have Taylor Swift, but last week the Lions we had Slim Shady, so that was nice. Isaiah Thomas was there too. The stars are starting to come out.
Okay, I wasn't sure if like Slim Shady was an acronym for someone else. I'm like, wait, what's the Slim Shady aspect here? Like, oh wait, he actually meant fucking Eminem. I got it now.
They showed him, and the crowd went about as loud as they do for Barry.
Just as long as they keep Kid Rock off the camera. I mean, the crowd will go wild for him, but it's still embarrassing for the city.
Yeah.
Nothing else huge. Don't think. I was the only one that picked Philly and won. That was my saving grace to get me to 8-2. Made up for me being the only one to pick Carolina. Out of our teams, remember last week we all drafted every single fucking team in the league.
Yeah, Bears.
Yeah. Between the Monday night games and the buys, not all the points are in for this week, obviously, but I know there's only one Monday night game. But, Matt and Luke picked up 4 wins with their teams. Smart got 3. I picked up 2.
3.
Giants sucked. New England sucked. And I think Green Bay didn't even play, so like all my teams either didn't play or were ass.
No, they're playing at the moment.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Which I realized later in the week. I'm like, shit, I have Detroit and Green Bay. How the fuck did I do that?
I believe I have the Raiders. I think it's your team and my team.
Yeah, I think you do have the Raiders.
That's okay. I have the Vikings and the Bears.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, at least I ended up with a higher class of the NFC North.
I don't even fucking remember who I have.
At least week 18, the Vikings will pick up a win against the Lions because the Lions are going to have everybody sitting.
Yeah. Luke had Buffalo. Ouch. Jacksonville, Dallas, New
Ouch.
Orleans, Houston, Pittsburgh, and Indianapolis. Oh, and Carolina. Carolina's that one he got stuck with. Man, my fucking thing holding my phone here just won't keep it up right now. Just like gave up. Fuck it. I'm at an angle tonight. All right, so yeah, after the first week, Luke and Matt in the league, Smart than me. Let's get to week 6 of the NFL. Is this a Thursday night matchup? It seems shitty enough. It should be. 0-5, Minnesota Vikings giving up 3.5 as they travel to Chicago to take on the 1-4 in third place in the NFC North Division, Bears.
Don't think that's a Thursday game.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, but it's a shit matchup, so you'd think it would be Thursday.
No, they're playing on Sunday.
The Thursday game this week.
Oh, it's Denver and
Chiefs
KC.
Broncos.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be a great game.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking fantastic.
Yeah. That one didn't make the list. So yeah, we're starting off Minnesota and Chicago. Minnesota favored by 3.5, even though Chicago hasn't won. Me and Luke are tied at the bottom. Fuck it, I'll go first. Chicago is kind of a fluke last week, right? Just because Butkus died. But Minnesota's looked like shit all year, and it's 3.5 points. I feel like Fields is being a little more loose. He's doing a little better. Fucking DJ Moore is playing like a beast. Give me the Bears to cover. Luke Birch, who you like?
Yeah, while I'd take Minnesota for the win, I'd take Chicago for the cover. This is going to be a field goal game.
It's Mark Wahlberg.
Oh boy, I really don't know. I mean, Minnesota's not that great. The Bears' offensive line's starting to get healthy. Their offense is playing good. Their defense is as non-existent as ever. Actually, they got 5 sacks, which is like triple, maybe quadruple the amount they had going in. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, give me Minnesota.
Mark doesn't want to take the chance to let the Bears fuck him twice. No, don't break my heart twice.
I'm not trusting them for the rest of the season. Get out of there.
Matty icing.
Well, if I can figure out where Brian Urlacher's location is, if I take him out, that's probably an automatic win for the Bears. But with that, I
Probably a
have to go
Trump rally.
Minnesota. I will take
Who'd you say?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. All right. Smark and Matt with Minnesota. Myself and Luke with Chicago. I feel less confident because who's tied for the bottom spot? Myself and Luke.
They're playing in Minnesota, yeah.
No, it's in Chicago.
It actually doesn't matter. I don't know why I asked. It's not like they play good in Chicago.
All right. Next game, the 5-0 San Francisco 49ers giving up 3 as they travel to Cleveland to take on the 2-2 Browns. 3 points is kind of a weird spread. It's small. Cleveland's got a decent defense though, and I haven't. Oh no, is Deshaun Watson back? I haven't heard anything.
No fucking idea.
Haven't been paying attention to Cleveland at all, so I couldn't tell you. Shit. I don't like that it's only 3 points. It makes me feel like it's unsafe to take San Francisco. Cleveland is at home. San Francisco's 0-5 or 0-5, 5-0, and Run CMC looks like the early candidate for MVP. So give me San Francisco. Luke Birch,
Yeah,
you like this?
while Cleveland may have a good defense, everyone thought Dallas had a good defense, and look what San Francisco did to them. Give me San Fran.
Mark Wahlberg.
49ers.
And Matty Icing.
Browns are coming off the bye week, which means they've had now 2 weeks to prepare for the 49ers. Amari Cooper plays his best ball at Cleveland. Browns have a really good defense, so with all that, give me the 49ers.
All right, it's unanimous. We're all taking San Francisco to stay undefeated. Next game, 3-2, New Orleans Saints giving up 2.5 as they travel to Houston to take on the 2-3 Texans. Fucking Texans. Luke Birch, you get to take first pick on this one.
Yeah, I honestly think this will go down much like the Texans game against another NFC South team last weekend. While I take New Orleans straight up, give me the points with Houston. CJ Stroud actually looks competent.
New Orleans actually looked good for once last week.
Yeah. True, but they were facing the bum-ass Patriots.
Yeah.
I could probably put together a team from this call in the chat to give the fucking Patriots a run for their money.
This one's tough. I guess, it's going to be a close game, but it's only 2.5 points. I feel like New Orleans can win and cover that. So give me the Saints. Smart, who you like in this one?
Oh boy, I'm very torn. I was thinking about the Saints, but then you picked them, so should I avoid them now? We're gonna roll together apprehensively. I'm going to say give me the Saints.
We did go 8-2 last week.
That is true, yes.
Matty Icing.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in, they'll be leaving with that L. Give me the Texans.
I had a feeling he was going to switch it up.
Fun fact. Do you guys know what quarterback in the league has the most completions without an interception?
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
That means he's due.
CJ Stroud has actually broke the all-time record for most pass attempts by a rookie without throwing their first interception.
It's crazy. They get taken out like Anthony Richardson now. Watch.
You guys just jinxed him.
Yep.
I fucking swear the Colts are gonna turn Anthony Richardson into our genie's fucking version 2.
All right, next game. 2-3 Washington. What the fuck are you, Commanders? Taking on the 3-2 Atlanta Falcons in Atlanta. Falcons favored by 2. Damn it. It's so hard to pick this because, like, Washington is the most Jekyll and Hyde fucking team out there this year. They play great one week when you don't expect them to, and then they go out and get slaughtered by the Bears on Thursday Night Football.
They take the Eagles to overtime and then get pounded by the Bears.
Exactly. So, and then there's Atlanta on the other side. They're a decent team, but again, not consistent. They just barely won last week. Didn't cover the spread. It was Houston. Houston's been playing better. God damn it. I really don't know what to do. And then I come back to Washington, like, what do I do?
Atlanta is trying something new that they haven't really done this year. Throwing the ball to their tight end Kyle Pitts. It might be an idea there. They may have stumbled across something.
Desmond Ritter's garbage, though. Give me Washington rebound this week. Fuck it.
Sam Howell over Desmond Ridder.
Luke Birch.
Yeah, Desmond Ridder fucking stinks. While I don't think Sam Howell is much better, I think he's good enough to keep this game to within 2 points. Give me Washington.
At 2 points, I'm expecting them to just fucking win. Mark Wahlberg, who do you like in this one?
It's tough, but I'm going to go with Washington just based on the strength of their defense, which allowed 40 points last week.
All right. And Matty Icing.
Yeah, I was hoping some people would go Falcons, but no one did. I'm with you guys. Let's go Commies.
All right. It's unanimous. We're all setting ourselves up to get hurt, possibly. All right, next game. It's our largest spread of the week. We got the 0-5 Carolina Panthers traveling to Miami to take on the Dolphins. They are 4-1, by the way, and they are favored by 13.5. This one's tough. Like Carolina's ass. Miami doesn't score like they should all the time. I can see them fucking around and only winning this game by 10. Them just winning by like 21 or 28 or 40. It's almost like a coin flip. Fuck it. I'll take Miami. They like to come out and fucking blow teams out when they fucking can. And they can definitely blow out Carolina, I think. Luke Birch.
Yeah, this is probably the easiest one of the week. Give me Miami. This is going to be like a 35-point game.
See, now even though I just picked them, it's like I hope they only win by 13. Just like, see, Luke? See? Smart Wahlberg.
What's alarming is looking at their past games. They beat the Chargers by 2. They only beat the Patriots by 7, which should be a lot more now that we know what the Patriots are. That being said, still give me the Dolphins.
All right. Matty Icing.
Yeah, 13.5. I feel like they're trying to get you lean towards the Panthers, but I'll take Miami. We all can go down together.
It's unanimous again. Did Luke just fall asleep?
No,
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 snoring.
I'm still awake. I'm
awake.
still
I
awake.
wasn't sleeping. Oh. Like,
You just see him throw on a nightcap and like light up a little candle.
this guy's kid disappears.
He's got a nightshirt with a swastika on.
Exactly. Okay. Next game. The 3-2 Indianapolis Colts travel to Jacksonville to take on the 3-2 Jaguars. Jags favored by 4.5. Well, seeing as how their quarterback's injured and the team kind of sucked anyway, I don't care if they're getting Jonathan Taylor or whatever the fuck his name is. Give me Jacksonville. The Colts are not going to cover 4.5 against Jacksonville. I know they've been up and down this year, but they just beat Buffalo, so hopefully that's them righting the ship. Luke, who are you liking this one?
Minshew Mania.
All right. I forgot Luke has a boner for Gardner Minshew. It's Mark Wahlberg.
Well, I mean, believe it or not, it's a divisional game. Colts just beat the Titans. Not that that necessarily means a lot. Give me Colts to cover.
Matty Icing.
I thought I was going to be the only one to go and pick the Colts. But looks like Cheese is the only one.
That's fine. I'll go Jacksonville on my own.
Up down theory, they're coming back to America from London, and Gardner Minshew revenge game.
Fuck that motherfucker. Hope he gets hurt in the first quarter and then comes back in the second quarter because it wasn't that serious. But then he's scared the rest of the game.
Right.
All right. Next game, the 1-4 New England Patriots. God damn it, they suck. Taking on the 1-3 Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders favored by 2.5. This fucking matchup sucks. How did I put this on here? New England's awful. I don't think Las Vegas is very good either, but they're a little better than New England. Give me the fucking Raiders. Luke Birch.
Give me the television remote. Because this game is going to fucking blow.
Bane and Batman.
Give me the Raiders, but I honestly could not care less.
Smart Wahlberg.
I will be spending the rest of the season rooting hard against the Patriots in the hopes that Bill Belichick will get fired. Give me the Raiders.
All right. And Matty Icing.
Yeah, Bill Belichick, he's destroyed his quarterback room. I mean, you cut all your backup quarterbacks. Yes, they did bring them back, but you still cut them all. Pretty much made them feel like they weren't nothing. Then your star quarterback or starting quarterback, you let him play, then you pull him. And you let him play, and then you pull him. I think there's no confidence in that QB room, so I'll take the Raiders.
All right. Unanimous again. That's 4 tonight. We got 3 games left. First one, 5-0. Philadelphia Eagles giving up 6.5 as they travel to New York to take on the 2-3 Jets. I think 6.5 is too much. No, New York. The fucking quarterback's a goddamn joke. I don't care if he did just like beat Patrick Mahomes in stats. Fuck him. The defense is really good though. Keep them in the game at least within 6.5 points because Philly tends to struggle covering. I know they covered last week, but the games are always closer than they should be. Give me the Jets to cover. Luke Birch.
The 2023 Eagles remind me a hell of a lot of the 2022 Minnesota Vikings. Just squeaking by in games they should win comfortably. I think this week will be no different. Give me the Jets with the points.
Mark Wahlberg.
Jets are a scrappy team. Jets are at home. Give me the Eagles.
throwing off the path. Matty icing.
You said Eagles by 6.5.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, this is a tough one. Because I feel like the Jets' offense now starting to kind of click. They're starting to feel really confident. And the Eagles just they have like that Super Bowl hangover of not winning it. I guess I'll join you guys with the Jets.
All right. Myself, Luke, and Matt with the Jets. Smark on his own with the Eagles.
I will take. Holy shit! They're doing an England game. Jacksonville's not playing.
Yeah.
Ravens
Ridiculous.
Titans.
Yep, that one also didn't make the list this week.
Sorry, Luke.
Next, the 4-1 Detroit Lions giving up 3. They travel to Tampa Bay to take on the 3-1 Buccaneers. This is a fucking tough one. I don't like that it's 3 flat. Kind of feel like it's gonna be a wash. Tampa Bay is a lot fucking better than we want to give them credit for, I think. But Detroit seems like they're just as good as everybody wants to give them credit for. Give me the Lions to cover if it doesn't end up in a wash. Luke Birch.
Yeah, this kind of does have wash written all over it. But I think Detroit are actually for real for the first time since the early 90s. Give me Detroit tentatively.
All right. Mark Wahlberg.
I know that doing math in this situation doesn't necessarily always work. The Buccaneers are 3-1, but they're 3-1. Their 3 wins are against the Vikings, Bears, and Saints. Give me Detroit.
And Matty icing.
Oh, we already know I'm going Tampa Bay all day. But with that said, yeah, Smart took my thunder because I was going to talk about how Tampa Bay really hasn't beaten anybody, and it's another home game for the Lions because half of Michigan's population lives in Florida as well. So
It's true.
you thought Green Bay had a lot of Lions fans, or to see the Tampa game. So yes, of course, giving the Lions to win by at least 13.
Damn. Let's throw an extra 10 on the spread. All right, it's unanimous again. Last game. It's not a great one. I lied earlier when I said we were on the biggest spread. This is the biggest spread. 1-4 New York Giants traveling to the Buffalo to take on the 3-2 Bills. Bills favored by 14.5. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of points for a pretty goddamn inconsistent Buffalo Bills team so far this year. Give me the Bills because the Giants have been downright fucking terrible this year in every aspect. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. I don't know how they got a fucking win. Terrible. Let's go Buffalo. Luke Birch, who you like in this one?
They burnt me at the weekend. That does not make any fucking difference to this week. Let's go Buffalo.
Mark Wahlberg.
I was prepared to take the Giants because 14 is just a lot. But since YouTube started off by taking Buffalo, I'm going to be a coward, and I'm also going to take Buffalo.
Well, that's one of the benefits of having the better record and getting to pick later. Well, if either of them want to lose this, the majority are going to lose it. But the biggest benefit is going last, and that's Matty icing. Matt, who you like in this one?
14.5 is a lot. I would probably lean towards the Giants, but not knowing if Daniel Jones is going to play, if they don't have Saquon again, it could just be a field day for the Bills.
Apparently Daniel Jones is unlikely to play.
Yeah, there's one said optimistic, yes, one said so. With that, just this early in the week, I'm going to take Buffalo.
I watched the entirety of their game last week. You never know if Daniel Jones is going to play.
It's unanimous again, and I'm surprised on that one. I didn't think all of us would take the 14.5, but we all did.
It's the quarterback and it's the running back for the Giants. Like, not knowing if they're both going to play.
Right. What the
That's
fuck are they
really
going to
big.
do? All right. Well, that's it for the NFL. It's time to jump over to the first week of our NHL picks. Regular season starts tomorrow. There's only a few games, so I had to jump forward a few days and get some more games because they got all of them out right now. It won't work like that during the season. So I had to break out my Red Wings glass. Look at the captain, now our coach, Stevie Y. With the Mountain Dew Code Red Wings. Delicious. Let's do this. First game, we'll do this our picks, and then we'll run through our draft real quick. First game, we got the Nashville Predators taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay favored by 1.5. Same shit as always. I should have went back and looked and see what the rankings or finals were for last NHL season, so I know what the order would be, huh? That would have been smart of me. See if I can find that real quick.
Last year.
Yeah, I think he did too.
Because hockey's my strong suit.
That's NHL playoffs. I don't want that. Go back another page. Okay, go back 2 pages. There we go. All right. Overall, Matt was in first. I was in second. Luke was in third. Smark was in last. So it's Smark, Luke, myself, and Matt on the picks side. Smark, who do you like in this Nashville, Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay favored by 1.5.
Well, I have my eyes on a Nashville game that happens on the 12th of October. But in the meantime, fuck the Predators. Let's go Lightning.
What's the game on the 12th? Just out of curiosity.
Chicago?
Nashville versus my backup team, the Seattle Kraken.
The Kraken. Should have known. Yeah, I think I might have seen that game, but I left it off because I had already written down the first Nashville game. It's the first game of the season. All right, Luke Birch, who do you like in this one?
Opening few games can produce some weird shit. While I don't think the Predators are going to win, I think they'll keep it to within a goal.
Predators to cover. I'm with Luke on that one. Tampa Bay sometimes starts out the season slow. Or they start out really fast and then hit a speed bump and go in the shitter for a minute. But usually once they start it slow, they still win this game. But Nashville covers. Matty Icing.
Well, I have a thing, and since I talked so much about the Bears earlier this year, and I felt bad for Smark, I can't say Nashville, so give me Tampa.
Thank you.
This is I'm sorry.
All right, Smark and Matt with Tampa, myself and Luke with Nashville.
I am wildly surprised that the first NHL game was not 1.5 spread.
Right. Nope. Next game, though, we got your Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins favored by 1.5. Luke Birch.
Smart's up first.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, my bad. Smack.
Penguins will probably win, but it's too early to already give up on my team. Give me the Blackhawks.
Well, it's not too early for me. Luke, forgot you're next.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Right.
I have absolutely zero trust in the Blackhawks this year. I think they are going to suck massive dick in hell. Give me the Penguins.
Notice he was just like so angry towards it. I think it's because they're called the Blackhawks, maybe. Just brings out that inner hate that he's got.
No, it's definitely because Brad Aldrich happened.
It's because they're Blackhawks and not Blackhawks.
Matty Icing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Smark, but I'll have a Samuel Adams with my cousin from Boston.
Boston's not playing?
Right. You mean
Or you
Pittsburgh?
said Philly. Yeah, oh well, same.
Not
No,
even Philly. Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, Philly. But
I mean,
I know my hockey teams. Okay.
yeah.
I
Obviously,
think you've had
you're
one
not a
too many,
golfer.
Sam Adams.
All right. All right, Smark on his own with Chicago. Me and Luke with Pittsburgh. Matt on his own in the in the eastern side somewhere. Next game, the Seattle Kraken travel to Las Vegas to take on the 1-5. Sorry, take on the defending Stanley Cup champion Las Vegas Golden Knights, favored by 1.5, not 1-5. They're favored by 1.5. Smark.
My
Okay, I know where
optimism
you're
is going to put me into a deep hole early into the season, but that is A-okay. Let's go, Kraken.
Luke Birch.
Yeah, I am going to repeat what I said for the Tampa Bay Nashville game. While I have the Golden Knights picking up the win, I think it'll stay within a single goal. Give me the Kraken with the points.
I think you're fucking crazy. I think Seattle is going to come out, whoop that ass because they're fucking pissed about what happened last year in the playoffs.
That's right.
Let's go Seattle. Matty Icing.
I don't pick against the Knights. I'll take the Knights.
I feel like we handed Matt a point on that one.
Yeah, probably.
It's entirely possible.
I mean, they could have their Stanley Cup hangover, but
Right.
I just
Is that a
the Golden
thing?
Knights were my team last year. I felt like they did me well.
I just realized I put 8 games on here. I was only supposed to put 7. Oh, well, we're doing 8 this week. These next games take place on the 12th of October. New York Rangers giving up 1.5 as they travel to Buffalo to take on the Sabres. We go to the king of multitasking, Smark Wolver.
Give me the Rangers.
Motherfuckers doing a podcast, exercising, and making smush videos.
That's right.
Or wine, one of the two.
I'm about to fall off the platform in a minute and fucking crush my windpipe like that old lady in that movie. Oh, I can't breathe.
Looks like I loved it when that happened. The boy the police went and get off him, it was great.
Who did you say had home ice again?
Buffalo.
Then I'll take Buffalo to keep it to a goal.
Right. Let's see. I really like Buffalo. I know they came a long way last year. But the Rangers, from what I've seen, are actually supposed to be a pretty damn good team this year, too. I'll go with Buffalo just because of the home ice situation. Hope for the best. Matty Icing.
I'll take the New York team. I'll take the Rangers.
Yeah, I'll say bastard. Next game. The Detroit Red Wings take on the New Jersey Devils. In New Jersey. Devils favored by 1.5. Smark Wahlberg.
Yeah, why not? Be a little bit optimistic. It's too early to start the rivalry talk yet. I'll take the Red Wings. Yes.
Right. Luke Birch.
Let's go Red Wings.
Two guys that aren't from Detroit taking Detroit. I feel like I should take Detroit, but I can't because the fucking Devils are supposed to be great this year. Give me New Jersey. Matty Icing.
It'd be crazy if the two people from Detroit didn't take Detroit, but that's not happening because I'm going Red Wings.
I was wondering. I wonder if we're both gonna go.
I'll take the wheel with wings.
Hey, I'll take the Devils by myself. Sweet. Can live with that. Next game, Florida Panthers travel to Minnesota to take on the Wild. Wild favored by 1.5. Mark Wahlberg.
Florida had a good season last season. Give me the Panthers.
Luke Birch.
This almost makes no sense. I think the Panthers are just a flat-out better team than the Wild. If the Wild are favored, then absolutely give me the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm with you. The only thing I can come up with is maybe the Wild are favored because they are supposed to be a better team this year, from what I've heard. But Florida's also still supposed to be that good team they were last year. So maybe it's the Wild because they're at home. I don't know. But give me Florida. Matty Icing.
I think I just watched you guys fly right into the sun. I'll take the Wild.
All right. Matt on his own with the Wild.
When it doesn't make sense, you go with it.
I mean, it's not that it's like that crazy. Like I said, Minnesota, from what I've heard, has improved over this offseason. And they weren't bad last year. Let's see. Last game. The St. Louis Blues taking on the Dallas Stars. Stars favored by 1.5. It's in Dallas. It's Mark Wahlberg.
I guess because it's in Dallas, I'll go with the Stars.
Luke Birch.
Yeah, because it's in Dallas, I'll take the Stars.
Damn it. I love St. Louis, but I feel like I have to take the Stars in this situation. Oh, maybe I shouldn't fight it and I should just go with the Blues. I already know Matt's going to take Dallas. He rode Dallas all year last year. No, fuck it. Give me Dallas.
Who's favored?
Dallas by 1.5.
And I'll go alone. Give me the Blues.
Son of a bitch.
New year, new team.
Son of a bitch. See, I even wrote a C instead of an M for St. Louis. I'm subliminally trying to tell myself to take St. Louis. All right, Matt on his own with the Blues. I feel like that's going to give me the Blues when this is all over.
Jordan
All
Love
right.
pulling a Justin Fields and staring directly at the defender while he throws him the football.
Yep. That was bad.
All right, so I was thinking like 3 teams apiece for the NHL.
Sounds good.
Seems simple enough. Like it's easy enough to keep up on. It's a lot easier to keep up on 12 teams than fucking 32.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's go to the NHL playoff standings from last year. I think I found the last one. Yep. Okay. NHL playoffs. Oh, that's right. Matt missed some. So like, how is he 10-8 and Smart was 10-11? I forgot Matt missed a week during the playoffs. All right. Well, I guess that would put Matt first, Smart second, Luke third, me fourth. God damn it. So the draft order: Matt first, Mark second, Luke third, and myself fourth. I had to go last week in the NFL too. Son of a bitch. But at least I get the next pick on our first pick in the second round. All right. Well, Matt, I guess you're on the clock. You get the first pick.
I'll make sure I get it right this time. This time I'm taking my cousin from Boston.
All right.
Oh, shit. This is hard. I guess I'll go Vegas.
Good pick, Mark. Luke Birch, you're on the clock.
Yeah, I'll take the team that Vegas beat in the Stanley Cup Finals. Give me the Panthers.
You sure you don't want Panthers and not Hurricanes?
I am very sure.
I am very sure I'm going to take the Hurricanes. And this one might seem weird, but I'm going to take the Oilers because I've seen that they're supposed to rack up quite a few wins this year. That's what this is looking for, is wins. Not covers, but wins. All right, Luke, you're back on the clock.
Give me Seattle.
God,
He
that's why it
did
took
that
me
purely out of
40
spite.
minutes. That's why it took me 40 minutes to take the Knights. I didn't want to lose them, but I guess that's not my team. Oh shit. Well. Fucking Chiefs took the fucking Hurricanes, so now I can't do that out of spite. This is terrible.
Might as well go take his team.
Yeah, I should. No, fuck it. I'm not gonna run the risk of like 2 spite picks. Give me the Blackhawks.
All right.
Significantly early for that, but I want them.
Matty Icing back on the clock. It's deep in thought. Or Google. One of the two.
Tampa
Ah,
Bay. Sorry, I had to look up some teams because I forget who all plays what.
We just did picks, Matt.
Give me the Lightning, and then I'll follow up with the Colorado Avalanche.
Shit.
asshole.
That was going to be my next one if it was there, but from the sound of it, Luke was going to take him anyway. All right. Matt takes Colorado and Tampa Bay. Luke Birch on the clock.
I'm pretty sure Smack is on the clock.
It's smart.
My bad. My
Yeah.
bad.
He
You're
loses
right.
that pick for picking the Blackhawks.
Yeah, no shit.
It's
Penalty.
forfeit already. Shit. I'm trying to decide here.
I just go
You
down
know-
the roster and look at who has like the hardest last names to say. They're probably good at hockey.
Yeah, I mean, basically what I'm doing right now, I'm not going to lie to you, I found a power ranking website, and I'm just trying to hurry up and scroll to the bottom. Hey, did anybody take the Devils yet?
No, you son of a bitch.
I knew that's
Spoiler
who he was
alert, I'll
waiting
take
on.
the Devils.
That was going to be my next pick if they were still there, you dick.
Do
All
not
right,
blame
Luke
me,
Birch.
blame usatoday.com.
Are the Maple Leafs still available?
Yes.
I'll take the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, they're one I was really considering because we know they win a lot of fucking regular season games and then choke when the playoffs come. Regular
Yep.
season wins are what we need. I'm kind of glad Luke took them though because that means I didn't really have to pick them. I was going to feel dirty if I did, but if they were still there, I probably would have had to take them. But they're not, and that means with the final pick, I have an easy choice now with the Dallas Stars. Yay! We got our 3 teams. So Matt's 3 teams: the Boston fucking Bruins, who lost their like 2 best players. Good luck, Matt. They're not projecting so well. Tampa Bay Lightning also for Matt, and with his last pick, he took the Colorado Avalanche. That's his fucking. It's funny, it's his last pick, and that's probably his best pick from the power rankings I've seen today.
I was torn. I was like, do I go Boston or Las Vegas? But Boston was so good last year. I know hockey, okay? I know hockey.
I looked at a lot of power rankings today. Boston and Chicago weren't high in either of them. Smark, you get the Vegas Golden Knights, who are near the top in all the ones I read, so that's a awesome pick. Then you shit all over it by taking the Blackhawks with your next pick.
So I
But
need at least one
rebounded.
team.
I say, but you rebounded, and you got the Jets, who are also projected really high. So
Devils.
solid 3. Damn it, why the high? Luke, you get the Florida Panthers, solid pick. Seattle Kraken, just to piss off Spark. They've been projected kind of in the middle, so that might have been a bit of a reach. And lastly, the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's a pretty good, solid pick for your 3rd team.
It might have been a reach, but it was fucking worth it.
Heartbreak. I picked the Red Wings this week, and this is how I worked. I didn't even celebrate with Jordan Love doing their interception. I was like, "Ooh, that's a bad play." I felt sympathy,
Yeah.
and yet still. Also, clarification: you said I have the Jets. I'm assuming that's because it's a Jersey team, but I don't want anything to do with Winnipeg. So let's make sure that that's the Devils.
Yeah, it's probably because I seen the N and the J, and I always mark the Jets NYJ.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, you have the Devils. Yeah, so like I said, solid pick. You got the best pick in the third round, probably.
Thank you.
Then I have the Carolina Hurricanes, who are projected like top 3 in every one of them I've seen. Edmonton, who's projected top 5 from everyone I've seen, so that was a solid one for the 5th pick, I think. And then I rounded it off with Dallas, who's projected in the top 7 in all of them, I think. So, if being a rating slave pays off at all, I should win this, but I won't. I'll come in last somehow. That's what I do. But it gives us a little more to look forward to with hockey this year, too. We only got 3 teams to keep track of, so it's pretty easy to remember who our teams are. And then as the time goes, we'll remember who has the other teams, too, and we can ridicule them for losing.
I was actually mildly tempted to do an absolute upset and actually pick the Predators, but then I remembered the Predators actually do suck. It's not like they're a good team.
Yeah, they're nowhere near the top fucking 12, that's for sure.
So I hate them and they lose, so there's really no benefit.
So I figured we do 3 teams. I was like, man, I hope they don't decide to go with 4 because I didn't really look beyond 12 too much. I know there's a couple teams in there or out there still that are good that didn't get picked, but I can't remember what they are off the top of my head now.
You said Wild was supposed to be good. They're still out there.
They're all right. I've seen them in the top 12 in some of them. I mean, I've seen them as high as I think 7 in one of them. But that seems like a reach. Yeah, I don't remember what the other damn team was now. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Oh, the Rangers. The Rangers kept projecting high in a lot of them. But
I'm actually excited, though. Tomorrow's both my teams play tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah, so you got 2 teams playing tomorrow. Matt has a team and Luke has a team playing tomorrow.
Nice.
And then Smart, you got another team playing on Thursday. Luke's got a team playing on Thursday, and I got a team playing Thursday. So, like I said, it gives us something more to look forward to and pay attention to with the NHL.
Nice.
Well, shit. Even with adding the NHL picks and the little draft here at the end, looks like we're going to be done in less than an hour this week, unless anybody else has got something to do.
Can't really think of anything.
Good talk.
Oh, we could talk about that fantastic coaching job down in Miami.
Yes.
How does that man still have a job?
And
Yeah,
and
you
how
sent the clip.
And how the fuck is Miami still fucking ranked?
They should automatically be kicked down in Division 2.
Right. You guys forfeit the rest of your season.
Just do like they do over there in soccer, Luke. Sorry, you're going to the next league underneath.
We're going to have to get rid of you guys and bring back SMU now.
Nah, but yeah, that guy shouldn't have left the stadium that night with a fucking job.
The craziest thing I heard too is that's not the first time he's done that. He's done that in another game. Just take a knee and he wins. Instead, he told his running back to run the ball, and they fumbled again and lost.
Asshole.
I think the big problem with that is you could not make it more clear that you were betting on that game.
Shit. They're investigating the fuck out of that now. Who's this motherfucker been talking to? I want all of his phone records, all of his betting records, everything.
I mean, it is Miami University too, so Adds up.
Yep. Fucking joke. Goddamn travesty. All right, well, I guess if nobody else says anything else, we can get the fuck out of here for the night. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Dirk. Thank you, Craig. I'm sure you're listening along. Big shout out and positive thoughts. I ain't gonna say prayers because I ain't that type of guy, but positive thoughts for Papa Dave. What I've been seeing on Facebook, he's not doing so hot right now. He's that's to hurt. He's in the ICU. So best of luck, Papa Dave. Hope you get feeling better.
For sure.
Yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
ended on a negative note. Sorry, but thanks for listening, everybody. Peace out. We'll see you next week.